Hello farming friends, welcome back once again to another Farming Simulator 2015 video with me, Mr. Moose. And today we're doing another little CoursePlay tutorial and tip. And as you see, we got our combine here. Over to our side we have our overloader, who is going to be working with us today. And if you're like me, every once in a while you like to get in the combine and do a little driving. But what I hate is having to stop driving the combine, jump out, get into a trailer, come over, get underneath the pipe, unload, jump back in the combine, and proceed on. So I like to use my overloader, and I'm going to have him come over. But one thing I have had issues with is I've had issues with the overloader. Once they come for the initial unload, and he's going to follow me around, and I'm going to do my unload thing, and we're going to get here, and everything's going to be hunky-dory, and I'm going to unload into him, and that's going to be great, and get it done, and boom, we're unloaded. So one thing I've had issues with is I've had now that I've unloaded into him and I'm done, I'm going to pull off and I'm going to go do my thing. Now normally when you're using CoursePlay, he would readjust himself into the field, and everything would be great. Well, the problem I've had with it is now that tractor is sitting right there not doing anything, I will never be able to get him to call back to me to come and unload again on my next time. Let me get rid of that pipe, because y'all are probably going, hey dude, you're driving around with your pipe. So the problem I found is he'll sit there and he won't come to me anymore to unload. And it's frustrating, because then you're like, well, how do I get my overloader to come to me? So I thought I'd go over the combine controls for you a little bit, so you would know exactly how to do that. If you're looking at the combine controls below, you'll see driver. That tells us what driver we're working with right now, and that's the New Holland T8. It'll say stop driver. That means I can tell him that where we're at in the field, he needs to stop and just sit there for a minute. When I do hit stop, it will show me another one that says start, and that's how I can restart my driver. Then I have send driver home. If I say send driver home, that'll make him drive his course that we have set up for him. Then the lower two, driver priority and stop during unloading, that's for when you set up your combine to run when you're doing field work with a combine, you're automating it. That doesn't really apply in this situation for our tips that we're going to show you for manually combining. So we're going to run around the field, and I'm going to get this thing up to 50%, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are continuing on with our combining. We're getting up to 47-48% now, and when we hit 50, our overloader should trigger and come on over to us to unload. But he's not. He's sitting over there doing absolutely nothing. So that's the thing. I've discovered that if you let him come to a stop and you drive off without telling him an action, he will not follow you. So what you have to do is you actually have to use your combine controls to tell him what to do. And you have to stop him before he stops himself. So we're going to get him back into gear and get him going. And now to get him to respond, all I have to do is say send driver home. And you'll see that he actually makes a motion, and he's going to go about his way. He's going to come grab his route and go unload at the trailer, which it doesn't matter so much when I'm doing using overloading for this function. But if I'm using a tractor and a trailer, and that tractor has to drive a distance to get back to the silo, you know, you can end up sitting here waiting on your tractor to get back to the field. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and send him over there, let him dump. I'm going to wait here so I can just show you guys how to get him to work again for us. And I'm going to go ahead and put my pipe out and get it rolling. So what we'll do is we'll let him go unload, and then he should automatically find us as soon as he gets unloaded and back to his waiting spot. And when he does, and we have our controls listed again that say stop driver, what you want to do is as you're unloading to him, just kind of keep your combine moving, and when you pick a spot where you want him to stop, either you want to stop and unload him, or you want to you're just about finished unloading and you want to have him wait for the next time to do it, you actually have to tell him to stop. So you'll use the stop driver command, but it's very important that you stop him before he stops himself. If you stop him, you can restart him. If he stops himself, all you can do is send him home. So he's going to get right here to his wait point, and now he's going to come on over here to us and unload. So he's at his wait point, and any second now he should go ahead and sense that we're at 50%. Now he's coming on over, and I'm going to start easing forward, and I'm going to show you how we can control him so that in the future we can request him when we want him. So I'll just move forward a little bit. I'll have him come up here. Once he gets underneath the pipe, we'll move forward. Alright, so we got him. We've got him under control. He's moving along with us. And let's pretend we're 50, 40, 42, 41. Alright, we're a little bit unloaded. Now, I'm going to tell him to stop. And that's going to leave him right where he's at. And we can move on forward, and he'll stay in that position. Now, when I'm ready for him to come on back to me to continue to unload me, I just hit start driver, and he'll resume coming. And he'll come on up and unload some more. And so I'm just, we're pretending that, but the key to this is when you're unloading, you've got to watch your unloading. And when you see you're down around 5%, stop him. You can unload, you can go ahead and completely unload now while he's stopped. And then you can go about and combine some more. But if you don't stop him before he stops himself, if you let yourself fully unload and he stops himself, you will not be able to restart him. You'll just have to send the driver home and then reacquire him. So consider that. That's a very helpful tip. A lot of times you'll combine and you'll get your own tractor and unload yourself. But I do sometimes. I'll combine and I'll have him set up, because a lot of times I'll cut my own headlands and I'll want to dump those, and but I'll need the combine or the tractor to respond to me, and then once I get the headland cut, then I will I'll turn it over to CoursePlay or something like that. Or there's just times when I want to cut the field, but again, I get tired of tabbing out, jumping into that tractor and having to pull it over here, get it under the pipe, tab back into the combine. Yeah, I know, that's so much work, right? So it's just one of those things. But if you've ever tried to do the combine mode, you wonder why you can't control the tractor, hopefully that's going to help you out. You can set up. We'll go ahead and pipe out right here. I've only got a couple of percent in the combine. I'll make this turn, and we'll missed a little swath. But I'll make this turn, and then as soon as we get a little bit in here, I'll show you one more time that I can call him over and get him to come back to the tractor or back to the combine. So 6%, I'll go ahead and send the command for him to come over. And as you can see, he is doing his little routine, doing a little pirouette, and he'll head this way. Now if he's at if you're keeping track of him and you know that he's at 90% and he's going to be completely full by the time you're almost unloaded, then you don't really have to worry about it so much. But hello, come on, driver. For some reason I lost him, but all you have to do is hit request driver and he will come back. So anyways, I hope you found that a little bit useful. It's you know, it's always frustrated me when I'm trying to do a little combine work and I'll call the tractor and he doesn't show up. It drives me nuts. So there it is for you, because you end up having to go get into him, or you either send him home or you have to jump into that tractor and stop it and then restart it, and it'll come to you. But this is a simple way to do it. Now that I'm done with the course, I can say send driver home and he'll go unload himself over at the truck and tractor. Alright guys, real simple tutorial today. Not a whole lot to it. I hope you enjoyed it though. If you did, give me a thumbs up and you know, subscribe to the channel. I've got more videos coming every single day, and hope you learned something. Hope that's useful and maybe it's something you use in your gameplay. Until next time, I am Mistermoose. It's Farming Simulator 2015 and my CoursePlay Tutorials. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks again for watching this video, and if you made it all the way to the end, well, maybe you liked it. So give me a big old thumbs up. That like goes a long way. Also, subscribe to this channel. I will update the videos every single day, so there'll always be something new for you to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again tomorrow. Thanks for your support.